Hey guys, it's Tom and Thomas Deasing from Mile High Note Game Calls, coming to you with another tip from the elk woods.
Hey, it's Corey Jacobson with elk101.com, and I just wanted to take a few minutes here and run through some elk calls that I'm excited to be trying out this fall. I've used the same bugle tube for a long time and found that there's a lot of good bugle tubes on the market and available, and the three that stood out to me the most was this one. It's from Mile High Note Game Calls. They're out of Colorado. Tom Deasing owns that, and Tom's a great guy, great elk caller, and this is probably my favorite tube of all of them I tested. It's got a great sound. It's lightweight, it's small, it's very similar to what I've used in the past. The only thing different is on the mouthpiece. It's a little bigger than your average mouthpiece, but it's not flared like what I've gotten used to. With that being said, you can lip ball, you can do everything you need to with this bugle tube. So here's a sample of what the bugle tube sounds like.
And then I have this one here from, this is the Mile High Note Game Calls bugle, and I really like that bugle. It does really well for guys that are looking for something a little bit smaller. You can see this is the Renegade. You can see a little bit difference in size, and this one here is the Mile High Note bugle, and the Unleashed one's about this much taller. It actually sits about like that. It's huge, and for those that are looking for more of a streamline, this thing actually does really good. It's from Tom Deasing, and you can hear it here. Easier to carry, not as heavy, and it's solid. I mean, you don't crush this thing. It's just it's very well made. It's just like these other ones. But anyway, those are the ones I'm using for the guys that were wondering.
Game calls. The Antagonizer won the Grunt Tube Challenge in 2021, 2 years ago, because I didn't do one last year. Again, flared end. This has been the tube that I've been using out in the field for the last 4, 5, 6 years. Great back pressure, great control, good tones on it. So, all right. Whether they want that good growl on the bottom end, if they want the ability to reach the high note, if they want good back pressure. So for me personally, my two favorites in this year's Grunt Tube Challenge are the Hunter's Grunt Tube by Native and the Antagonizer from Mile High Note Game Calls. Those will be the two grunt tubes that I will be using this year out hunting.